Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my peers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So I just want to wish you all a happy new year for those of you guys who have been with us on the channel. So welcome to the channel. And for those of you guys who have been here with me for more than a year, happy new year to you. I'm so happy to have you for another full year. For those of you guys who have joined, hopefully we're able to get to that milestone together, and hopefully you like the content on the channel. So this is my third time recording this specific video, because apparently the last two times I recorded this video, every time I talked about Louisiana and what happened on New Year's Eve, the screen freezes. So there's a lot of spiritual activity going on in this room. I cleansed the room, but apparently it's not cleansed enough. So we're going to have to do the singing bowl meditation channeling, and we're going to have to cleanse not only my home, but also yours as well. So I highly recommend you stick around, and there's obviously some information here. So the fact that it happened two times in a row is significant in itself, and it tells us that maybe there's a lot more activity here than we initially think or what we're being told. So I have to be very careful with the words that I'm saying, because it can put me in a very, very bad position. But nonetheless, this video for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. The more you engage with the content, the more you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, whether you're commenting or you're liking or subscribing, whatever it is, the more you engage or interact with the content in some form or some formality. Not only will you see my content, but you'll also be seeing other tarot card readers' content as well, plus also other astrologers. So definitely just continue to engage. For those of you guys who are actively participating, thank you, and I see you, and I hear you, and I am responding to you. I love you. And what's it called? Do follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group in the comment section below when you want to be notified when I do upload, in case Facebook does not upload and tell you when I post. But you also will have a direct line to me in case you have any questions you would like to ask. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into this. This specific video is going to be related to and talked about the lightning strikes on the U.S. Capitol, the Washington Monument, the Empire State Building, the Freedom Tower, and what that might mean. Then we're also going to be diving into what happened in Louisiana and Nevada. In Nevada, in particular, with the Trump Tower and the Tesla truck. For those of you guys who have been with me, even for those of you guys who recently joined, I kept talking about something going on with the truck, and I kept seeing a car and a car and a car, faulty wiring, and all those things. And I kept saying it had to do with something with Trump, and it had to relate to him. It was supposed to come. I I don't know. I just don't know exactly when I said it was going to happen, so don't quote me on that. But you can let me know in the comments below if you do specifically remember when I called it. But I did talk about like the Tesla and faulty wiring. Some of you guys have mentioned, oh, what if it's actually Tesla's car? I'm gonna go back and watch some of those videos because I did them multiple times. They kept coming up in every single meeting. So you guys be the judge of that, whether or not I was correct or whether I'm wrong. You let me know in the comment section below. That is up for you to decide, not up for me to decide. But yeah, let's just start. Let's just begin. Let's see what happened. If you had not already, go check out my New Year's Eve prediction video for what to expect in 2025. And also the one that just been posted, which is the predictive one, which I also talk about some of my psychic challenge that I got recently. It doesn't include all the challenge and things that I have stored on the channel here. I just channeled information from the outside that is not what I said on the channel. I try to keep those two separated, because what I say on the channel can change. What the things that I get, it looks like that's where the path and the energies are going. But anyway, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just jump into this and let's just see what happens. Again, there are other videos that I am recording today. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is good, so we will see. But just for your idea and for your common mind, we will also be talking about and discussing what's it called, the Trump riot or rally on January 19, 2025. So we're going to talk about that. Going to have very, very strong feeling there's something going on that day. So we're going to go take a look. We're going to be looking at the 14th Amendment and Inauguration Day. Will it be derailed because of the 14th Amendment? And then the last question is it here yet? I think you guys kind of have an idea what it means or what I'm talking about. But we will see. If you get any information from when I said that, or any images, as I see some of you guys do, and I feel like some of you guys specifically thought the Constitution, you let me know in the comments section below what you got. And we will see if that is what I get in the video when it's posted. Okay, so anyway, let's just begin. I'm not going to waste any more time. We have no time to waste. That's what we're doing here on the channel. Alright, so let's just begin. But before we do, I do want to do a channeling, Okay, I had a feeling that there was a lot of spiritual activity, so I feel like we need to do that now. Okay, so let's see. Let's make sure when I do this. I call upon my higher self, my spirit guides, Archon Michael, Archon Gabriel, Archon Raphael, Archon Orios, and Arios, and Orios, and Daniel, Archon Gabriel, Archon Metatron, Archon Shamir, Archon Josephine, and all the archangels. I call upon you today to surround me and my viewers with white light protection, divine love, and accuracy. Please allow us to access the Akashic records for clear and concise information that is needed for today's reading. Please allow us to delve deeper and deeper into more intuitive abilities and to be allowed to access what it is that we need to see and the energies that are before me. Allow me to interpret them in a way in which my viewers can understand, but also for me to understand as well, and in an accurate manner if possible. I ask you guys today to allow me and have guidance on the information regarding what took place on New Year's Eve regarding the lightning strikes, but also what happened in Louisiana on New Year's Eve and what happened in Nevada in front of Trump Tower. Please cleanse our room of any negative entities, any negative beings, any negative thoughts. Anything that's negative, you may remove it. Anything that could hold on to or will hold on to any form of negative energies or negative entities, negative thoughts. Anything that is negative, you may clear it. Is the room cleared? Is the room cleared? No. Okay. Please cleanse me and my viewers' rooms with white light protection, divine love, and accuracy. Please cleanse our room with any negative entities, any negative beings, any negative thoughts. It may no longer be welcome within our vicinity. Nothing can come through the screen from my end or their end, and it only brings nothing but happiness, joy, and peace and tranquility. Are we cleared? No. For some of you guys have a lot of things in your room. Particularly one of you. They're trying to do stage right now. I can smell it. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me what is going on and why can't we progress forward? Okay, so they're telling me here that someone's working against us. Well, what does that mean? Okay, they're telling me that something is trying to insert its way in. Remove it. Archie and Michael, do not let them in. We do not consent to this. Whatever this is, whatever this person doing, remove them. They are removed. Are we cleared now? Yes, you are cleared. Are my viewers cleared? They are cleared. Okay? I call upon extra protection, extra layer of protection and safety, not only for me, but also for my viewers, but also for this YouTube channel, for those who wish to do it harm from within and from the outside. Are we protected? Yes, you are protected. Alright, thank you. Namaste, we love you. Thank you for all you have done. Okay? For those of you guys who are feeling worried or scared, don't be scared or you won't be worried. We are okay, we are protected, you are safe. At any point in time, if you don't, I recommend just scroll back to this point in the video and just redo the meditation. Okay, let's go and take a look and see what's going on in the, what's going on in the lightning strikes. But I actually forgot to note. I can't believe I forgot this part. This video for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only. This video in particular is being recorded on Friday, January 3rd at 1:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I forgot this because I had to do this video multiple times, so I forgot each time. But I remember, so that's all that matters. Okay, so Spirit Angel, tell me, what do we need to know about the lightning strikes on New Year's Eve regarding the Washington Monument and the U.S. Capitol? What does that mean, and does that have any sort of significance, or is that just weather playing out? But I just feel like it's an omen, to be honest. And I don't know about you, but I'm hearing the word pause. There's a pause of something. Something got paused. And I don't know if that's like saying like the word pause, like, you know, he pressed play or pause, or that means like actual like a dog paw. but like paws, like multiple paws, and maybe like a claw, but instead it's like a baby animal paw. I don't know yet. Interesting. So we have swords here, and we have the high priestess up here. What the hell does this even mean? Okay, so they're telling me there's a pause in the energetic flow of all living things. That's what I heard. What the hell? Okay. Um, and this is talking about specifically the U.S. Capitol and the Washington Monument. I wonder what's nearby. I think the National Archives is nearby. The Natural History Museum, or some way, is near Washington, D.C. Don't know if that's the name, but if that is, then yeah, that could be explaining. It could make a lot of sense. And I've seen like almost like a vibe like Frankenstein. Something gets resurrected. But I don't think it's like an actual resurrection. It's like a talking about what to call it? Talking about more in the sense of like something that has like never been done before gets resurrected. Like there's it's like the story of Frankenstein really, because it's like how this guy goes into the castle and he finds his fresh body that just died. It happened to be a robber or a thief or whatever this guy is, a criminal. And essentially he makes him into his version of a monster. And people view this guy as a monster because, well, he had the face of a criminal first of all, but this person actually is really nice. But they are mutilated and they didn't ask to be born. But yet he has a soul. He has a master. He listens to somebody. He's scared at times. He doesn't know what's going on because first of all, he's not actually supposed to be here. It's abnormal living. For some reason, this is symbolizing Frankenstein. It's symbolizing the Frankenstein story. The meaning behind it. The meaning is, what is the meaning behind Frankenstein's spirit? Okay, so telling me all living things must come to an end, not be realized. So they're telling me here that something is coming back to life. Something of the past is coming back to life, but it's not supposed to. That's what they're saying, like it's not supposed to. The story of Frankenstein. I wonder if this could be like Trump. But Trump was the past. He represents the past, right? Because we have the Knight of Pentacles, right? And the Knight of Pentacles means hand over. This is energy here. This is like a ball of energy, just like the frequency. Kind of giving me the energy of like a light bulb, like where you touch those little cool light bulbs, you can go to Spencer and you put your little finger on it and the lightning bolt goes right to your finger. I like that. It kind of like feels like this is what this is. It's all about energy, like a bolt of energy inside of this pentacle. But then we have the wand, which is like the negative charge here, because this is the ground here. So they were attracted in some way to the negative. So the energy is closer to the ground, right? Which means that there are positive neurons or negative neurons, depending on the electrical charge here. And because of its electrical charge, it's attracted to the opposite. And because it's attracted to the opposite, it's more likely to strike it. You get what I'm saying? That is how electricity works, right? It's attracted to the opposing, the opposition, right? There is no conductor in some way, so it creates that conduction. Not to mention there was also rain, which acted like an expansive barrier during all this. Now, it came at a time when it was really shocking. It shocked a lot of people. It meant an omen, so to speak, right? This is a ton of stories here. The Ten of Swords means betrayal, right? We're talking about here the electrons here being shocked and being attracted to the ground, which means something is being attracted in the ground in the United States. So something particular to the U.S. Capitol and the Washington Monument is attracting the electrical neurons up the sky, right? I'm hearing the Aries card. I'm hearing Aries. So there's something going on with Aries that is being attracted. I wonder if we're going to enter into something with the Aries soon. Let's see. I know nothing about astrology. Um, are we entering into Aries? Okay. So it's Tuesday, February 4th. So that's when Venus entered Aries. Yeah, Venus entered Aries on February 4th. And then on February the 23rd, Mars is in a Rex to Aries and Venus in Aries. And then Venus retrogrades back into Aries again. And then March 3rd, Mercury entered Aries. So this kind of talks about like the energies of what is going on. It talks about that transformative aspect. So again, it makes a lot of sense because it just might be talking about what's coming in February. Like we talked about February being a very big month for the United States, and how March is also going to be a very significant month. So I definitely feel like, oh, hold on, did it say March 4th? Because that normally used to be the inauguration day in U.S. presidential elections until recently. Let me see. Let me go back to this. Let's see. No, it was March 3rd. Yeah, no, it was off. It was off a little bit. But what's interesting though is on May 25th, 2025, I talked about how that was going to be a very significant day for Trump. If something doesn't happen to Trump before 2025, 2025 in May of May 25th, then he's going to have an easier time. But more likely than anything, something's going to happen to Trump before that point. And that on that day, on Sunday, May 25th, 2025, Saturn enters Aries. So that might be very important. Yeah, that's going to be a very important day. We'll see. We'll see what that means. But I'm getting all that energy here. The air is being attracted into the ground, the earthly plane. So, it's interesting because it's not only talking about like the symbolism here, but it's also referring to the fact that the lightning strike, which represents that tower card, that tower moment striking the capital, the U.S. Capitol. Now, you probably ask yourself, well, Chris, why is this even important? Why is this even important? Because it's very important because in the age of Aquarius, Aquarius means the downfall of certain structures. And structures is indicated by government or anything with a structure like love or a foundation or a home or your finances, whatever that is very well structured, an actual building, for example, even corporations, stuff like that. Something that's very well structured are going to start to collapse within the system itself because it's not designed to withstand the energies and the frequencies of the Aquarius age. It was designed and created to withstand the energies of the earthly realm and earth element, which means more grounding, more structure, more governmental focus. We're moving into Aquarius, which means those things will start to fall and collapse. They are not with the new age. They have to change and shift. That is no different here. That is no different here. Now, we're going into the next part of this specific reading, and we're asking about the U.S. Capitol, and we're asking about the Washington Monument, and underneath the King of Knight of Pentacles, we talk about the electrical neuron in the lightning bolt, and we're talking about here less restriction. So they're going wherever the energy is flowing, or wherever it's more attractive, and the energy it's very attractive to attractive, not retractive, but attractive to the U.S. Capitol and the Washington Monument, which means there's a lot of activity, a lot of frequencies there happening, and it feels like in some way or some capacity, there's a lot of commotion that's going to take place in the U.S. Capitol. So definitely keep an eye on the Capitol because the Capitol is definitely going to be where a lot of drama starts to happen over the next couple of years, and it's going to be the overall theme up until for the next 20 years. So we're going to dive into the next card here, which is the Three of Wands. But first, we talked about the grounding and the attraction of opposite neuron to the opposite neurons or electron, excuse me, to the electrical outlet or output. And we have here the Nine of Swords reversed, which tells me that there is less opposition here, which means it's not as conductive, but it's very attractive in some way. So there's energy flowing readily into the U.S. Capitol and into the Washington Monument. Which telling me that D.C. is going to be the main focal point of the United States. That's going to be where all the things happen. All major things are going to happen in the Washington, D.C. over the next 20 years. We do have betrayal here, though, with the BJ. What the BJ in this aspect is Joe Biden. But it's also the card that represents the Democrats or the women vote, or the women in general. And this is the High Priestess card. This talks about the law and government, law and order, right? We have two pillars, both the pillars of dark and light. And what does it indicate to us here? What does this indicate? Well, it indicates on a deeper level and deeper understanding, talking about the structure of everything. In order for to usher in the first female president, you need to be able to have the structure collapse. But the structure was not designed to withstand during a women presidency. It was designed to withstand a male presidency, but not a woman. Because a woman can actually create change. A man cannot. At least a masculine man cannot create change. But a feminine woman, specifically a progressive one, can create change. Change that the structures have not seen for decades. Really, had not seen for decades. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of wands reversed, which tells me there's a lot of resistance. I mean, to me, almost practically no resistance. It's why the electrical strike and the the lightning rod struck the Capitol and Washington Monument. We have here also the card as well, the devil card in reverse. It means the trickery and thievery of the U.S. Capitol and the Washington Monument and everything that's going on in Washington, D.C. will start to come to an end. It's going to come to a halt. But not before one last ditch to save the status quo, to save that. And they're going to take the rod of lightning, and they're going to try to resist change, resist the death. But the death is not up to them. It's not up to them. I always said it was never up to them. Because justice will be served. Justice will be served eventually, but it also means the Republicans. So what this card means as well is looking in Washington, D.C., there's going to be a Republican president. Right? This is why the justice card is upright and the woman card is reversed. Because the idea is to put Trump in to preserve the patriarchy, to preserve what is coming. But they can't preserve that. That's something that is not up to them. That has been divinely written. This is written into stone. Right? This is not up for them anymore. This is the era, the new era. It's not up for them to decide. If they wanted to do this, they should have done this in 2020, not in 2024. They miscalculated. We have the sun card here. All will be revealed. And what the lightning strike means? It will mean the tower moment. The U.S. Capitol being struck by a lightning rod and the Washington Monument in D.C. particularly is not a coincidence, but rather a connotation, a commotion of what's going to come. Chaos may ensue in this area. That is why it's saying to look to the Capitol, because when you look in the Capitol is where you shall find what you need to hear and what you need to see at this very point in time. Now, what is the top of the card here? We have the Page of Wands. There's a lack of new leadership at this point in time, but the Fool will come rushing over the edge. And when he falls over the edge, a new king will be declared. We have here the King of Cups. This is the Biden card. It's very possible that, Trump can very well go into power, but then fall out of power. I said this many times, the cards have been very consistent on that. Like I said before many times, is that the U.S., I keep seeing that Trump or like the Republicans are in power, but then they get removed quickly after, or something happens. But, like I said, Harris isn't going to come in very easily. She has to really fight for it, and if she wants it, she can have it. But it's going to take place around February, March, maybe early April. But more than anything going to happen within the next couple of months. Well, the next 2 months, really, because I keep forgetting it's January now. So that's interesting. But, so let me use my other tarot deck. I feel like we're going to get a little bit more information out of this specific question. Then we're going to dive into the two other parts of this video, which we can talk about what happened in New York City and Los Angeles. No, not Los Angeles. Las Vegas and Louisiana, New Orleans. Alright, so Spiritual Angels tell me why was there a lightning strike on the U.S. Capitol and the Washington Monument? And yes, for the guys wondering, I do have a stutter. I have a hearing loss or a disability. Sometimes I speak faster than my tongue can actually speak, or I think faster. So I do apologize on that end. But Like I always say, sometimes the brain or the intuition is so strong, in fact, that like your words can articulate them in a way in which your brain wants them to. Okay, Spirit, tell me, why would the lightning rod that was strike? Why did the lightning rod strike the U.S. Capitol and the Washington Monument? Show me the U.S. Capitol first. If it shows up at U.S. Capitol, I'm gonna scream, because that's funny. Okay, the U.S. Capitol is on this side. Show me the Washington Monument. Why? Okay, thank you. That was pretty quick. Okay, it was a lot quicker than the U.S. Capitol. So there's a lot of coins here, though. I gotta do a video on the U.S. economy. We have the temperance card reverse for the U.S. Capitol. Then we have here the whole thing for the reading. Remember the King of Wands here always be my conservative card, and that one card for the King of Wands being upright symbolize the Republican or conservative being in power. It's reversed here. What does it mean? It means the U.S. Capitol, there is going to be a change in government, a change in leadership. Right now we have a Republican Senate and a Republican House going into the U.S. Congress, but we also have a Republican White House incoming. But it's reversed here. That's the whole theme here. We're talking about why did it strike the U.S. Capitol and the Washington Monument? Because they're saying essentially they won't be in power long. Like there's a reversal of power, the forcing change. Here we have on the left side here, we have the temperance card, which being the number 14, which happened to be the number 5. While the temperance card means RX, and we have the angel being tied up for money and greed. It's reversed here. There's something here in terms of the U.S. Capitol that is reversed, and it has to do with like a closing off or something, like something that gets closed off in the U.S. Capitol. Something closed off. And on the right side here, we have a 3 of coins, and this is the Washington Monument, and this is money being fed into the military. Something's being fed to the military here, and it's almost like to a spy. Like this person dropped information because he felt bad to give this person money, but this woman here walked away from the military, never gave him anything. But this guy took the money that she gave him, and he gave it to him because for him, his country over party mattered more. And this is the Washington Monument. The Washington Monument, what does it mean? Why is it like that? What does that mean? What does the Washington Monument mean? You know what? I'm actually going to find that out now because I'm actually curious because I know nothing about the Washington Monument except it's like a weird pillar. What does the Washington Monument mean spiritually? Okay, so the Washington Monument has several spiritual meanings. The first one, religious freedom and Judeo-Christian values. The monument stones are inscribed with religious phrases and verses that represent the religious freedom and Judeo-Christian values that were important to the founding of the United States. The capstone Latin phrase, the aluminum capstone of the Washington Monument, is inscribed with the Latin phrase Laudeo, which means praise to be God. And then commemorative stones. Citizen and group placed commemorative stones into the walls of the monument, which provides a picture of the national religion at the time of its construction. George Washington Prayer for the United States represents and reflects his recognition of his dependency on God, and the monument shape as an Egyptian obelisk invokes the timelessness of ancient civilization. The Washington Monument is just a story memorial to the father of the country. The virtues and religious phrases inscribed on his stone serve as a reminder of Judeo-Christian values and religious freedom that played an important role in America's founding. Okay, but why would they go to the military though? What? Why would the people who are getting money from the Washington Monument go into the military? What does that even mean? Okay, they're telling me here that the military would uphold their truth and values and faith. There's something going on with the military that is whatever's going on with the Washington Monument, whether that is mythological here, which I think it is, I think it's talking about and referring to something else entirely, but it's using the Washington Monument as a means to describe something. But the military personnel here is essentially allowing this person to feel a sense of security, a sense of safety regarding freedoms. This is the monument here. We have the temperance card here. I mean, there's a balance here. There's peace. But the bottom of the tower deck here, we have the 7 of coins reversed. And the 7 of coins reversed is like this person is working off tips. Right? The guy's putting money in the tip jar. And she's working, but her cups are not filled yet, but she's a barista. It's reversed. The reason why it's reversed is because the tips are already handed in. The money's already going in. It's going into the military. So something is going on with the military and the striking of the military, which means that they got information or something. They got information. The military has something. They know something. And we have the 4 of swords. I'm assuming the 4 of wands. It has to do with some sort of protest. Yeah, about the high priestess or, the high priestess. And the high priestess just came up. The high priestess just came up in the other reading too. So they know something about the protest regarding a priestess. And we have here the knife, the cup, coin, the knife, the cup reverse. What is the 3 of cups and somebody snorting drugs or cocaine? Doing drugs. White powder. Powder donut. I'm here in Christie. I'm here in New Jersey. I'm here in Long Island. Why am I being shown New York? Okay, they're telling me that's my next question. Alright, so I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go to New York City now. We have the magician here. Astrology. There's something going on with astrology here that's very significant. It has to do with the Scorpio and the rat. I want to see what the Chinese rat is. When that year is. Chinese rat year. Okay, so it's saying here that the year of the rat occurred every 12 years in the Chinese zodiac and most recently was back in 2020. Other years of the rat include 1936, 1948, 1960, 1972, 1984, 1996, and 2008. All of them coincided with a presidential election, just so you know. And so did 2020. Chinese rat year, 2025, let's see. No. What Chinese year was 1776? Well, what goat? The goat. Okay. So where's the wood goat? Hold on. So apparently the United States is the goat, according to Chinese astrology or Chinese birth chart. But I don't see a goat here, actually. I see a rabbit, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, boar, rat. I don't even think they have an actual goat. I don't know if that's actually legit, but I thought maybe there was information regarding this, but I apologize. So let's go on and move. Maybe you guys might know. Maybe you guys get something regarding this. I'm seeing acorns here, so something with acorn, but we'll see what that means. We're gonna now take a look and see the lightning strike in New York City in Times Square. We're gonna go take a look at the Empire State Building and the Freedom Tower. Spirit Angel, tell me, why was the Freedom Tower and Empire State Building strike with by lightning rods? Why were they both striked? Why were both buildings striked on New Year's Eve? We have employment services, 2 of coins. I'm hearing something about to happen. It has to do with the economy. So there's about to be a spill because of foundation or the spill of a foundation that has been built. And it has to do with the media. The media and the military. Shit, it does a coup. And here's the oil. I talked about there being a spill here, a leak. And there's a leak on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so let me try and explain this to you in a way in which you will understand. Um, so again, don't get scared. This is not meant to be. You're never meant to be scared. Always just be prepared. That's all that we can do. That's all you can do. That's all you can control. Just be in a state of being prepared rather than being scared. Right? A little rhyme theme, right? Okay, so we have employment services with 2 coins upright, followed by the 9 of coins reverse, followed by the tourist card, which is 35, with 3 plus 5 is 8. Then we have here the 9 of wands here, which is the 9 of wands, which is interesting because it's giving me the days here. So January 2nd, which was yesterday, so something happened with the economy yesterday. So what's today? Today is January 3rd. Let me see if anything happened with the economy on January 2nd. Economy, January 2nd, 2025. Let's see if anything big came out in the US. Oh, okay. So stocks stumble as Tesla weighs, dollar hits a 2nd-year high. So that is what that means. Yeah, that's what that means. So it has to do with Tesla, and it has to do with the dollar hit here, a second 2-year high. Then we have here followed by the 9 coins reverse. Well, this tells me this is a loss, and this has to do with achievements, right? Again, this card always that comes up time and time again in almost every reading line of coins always shows up in this card. This time it always comes up as reverse. Always in reverse, very rarely upright. I have to figure out what this is. But I feel like it might be a Harris card because it's a woman card and it's just Oprah Winfrey and she is a colored person. But also the yellow color is very significant here. Very significant. It is followed by the Taurus card, which is the leak. Or the Minnesota leak. I talked about the economy. Something leaks with the economy, but it might just be talking about metaphorically speaking. There's a leak in some way, and it has to do with money, and it has to do with a foundation. Like I talked about how Aquarius, as we start to get deeper and deeper and closer to January 20th and going into 2025, the structures and foundations are about to collapse, and this has always to do with Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter did unfortunately pass away, and his what do you call it? His funeral is going to take place on January 9th, right? And it's interesting that his card showed up as the number 9, and this is the Jimmy Carter card, number 9, the foundation, the Taurus card, right? The foundation. We have here followed by the Knife of Cup, which is the military, which means the military. Why do I keep saying the military? I'm sorry. I don't know if that's like done on purpose or that like I misspoke, but take both at what you will. Take what resonates at this point. But we do have the King Cup. Now this is always the biting card, always. But this is the guy, this is the media. And the media is upside down, which means the media isn't always telling the truth. Legacy media isn't always to be trusted in some way in regard to the leak. They're not to be trusted. And we have the knives of stores. Occupation. I'm hearing occupation. The knives of stores reverse. And it has to do again with the military. There's something going on with the military that has to do with the control of media, the flow of information regarding a possible leak because it threatened the very foundation of something that has been built for a while, and it has to do with the employment services revolving around the downfall of women. So this could very well be 2024. It could be like the leak, because it's the foundation, right? They built that. They were able to defeat her. They were able to take her down. They were able to be employed again, right? But it took her out. But the leak happened after her loss because they're building a foundation. The foundation wasn't as strong as you initially thought because this house is not even finished. Look at this. The house is not even finished. It only just got built, which means there's a lot of holes in it. Because there's a lot of holes, it's easy to find what really happened. We have the Knight of Cups reverse, the King of Cups reverse. We're talking about the media, legacy media is not to be trusted. And we have the Knight of Swords, which tells me that in some way or some form, there's a lot of dishonor with what's going on here. A lot of dishonor. There's a leak going on. There's a leak somewhere. Because how I know this? Well, it's further emphasized by this card at the bottom of the deck here, which is the water card. Right? 27. 2 plus 7, that's 8, 9. That's the number 9 again. We have 9 again. How many? You don't believe me? 9. 9. 9. Okay, what does 999 mean? That means completion. Angel number 999. Right? The water, there's an oil spill, which means that oil and water do not mix, right? When you mix them together, you make a lotion, you make a hand lotion, right? But this water is not mixed in to make lotion. It's being set on fire, which means there's rage, anger, something going on, and that this has to do with New York City in some way. So New York City is involved in some capacity because we have here as part of the resistance, the Eight of Wands. There's, again, like I said, there's a resistance that's built in, and it has to do with her loss, but them being employed, right? There's a resistance here. That's the story now. We have the Eight of Cups reverse. The unable, poor planning. I talked about that. The poor planning. They didn't think that they were going to be able to pull this through, but they did. Hold on. It felt like, you know what? I agree with that. It almost feels like there was some part of them that believed that they were just never going to get through with it. Like they were going to get caught, but they were shocked how willingly the American people just accepted it without question. That was the thing that shocked them, was how the American people just accepted the results. The next one, we have here again the seven of coins. Again, this card shows up again, the tip jar. Like we talked about the leak coming, a little bit of leak coming out. The tip jar no longer needs to be tipped because the leak has just been let out, the whistleblower. We have here the Gemini card. This is the Donald Trump card. It's reversed here. And this is also the card that I always kept saying that, during the blood moon, and the next blood moon is taking place in March, that the Gemini is referring to something very significant. This is the number 6, right? Number 6, what's happening on the 6th? That is the electoral certification. I'm not saying something big is going to come out that day, but I feel like there's going to be a minuscule of a leak of some sort. And we have the Lovers card. And this is the government, administrative. They're unable to decide. They're almost like there's a division going on within the Capitol, and there is a lot of division going on. A lot of division. Like, I don't think they're going to get their crap together before January 6th. Because at some point in time, I read on this, and I kept reading that they're not going to be able to pick a speaker right away. It's going to be a little bit of a ride. But there's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot happening. And it's a little bit different than what I saw on January 6th originally a couple days ago. But I feel like the energy is just getting stronger and stronger, and it's changing by the day. And as we start to move closer to the date, which we are not too far behind because today is the 3rd, we are 3 days away. It feels like it's getting closer. We're getting closer to a possibility that it could be delayed in some way. Not saying Inauguration Day, but like January 6th in terms of electoral certification. We do have here, we have the Queen of Cups. Does it give me Marianne Williamson? Something going on with her. Marianne Williamson. Something with her is going to be very significant on this day. And it has to do with hope. It has to do with hope, with occupation. It has to do with hope and occupation. And what is the last card? The King of Swords. We talked about this military guy, and look at this guy. He's now speaking out, and he's putting out his hand out, and it's almost like the Germans, right? It feels like that. But he's in front of the Supreme Court. He's in front of the Supreme Court. He's making a speech. But what's significant is where he is, which is the reverse Supreme Court, and now the Supreme Court is upright. Something going on here. It has to do with the military. There's something going on with the military. We have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Cups reverse. It's not good news. Whatever this is, it's not good news. No, it's not. No, it's the 5 of It's the Five of Wands. It's not good news. Something has definitely changed within the last 24 hours. Something has definitely changed. Because we have the Tower card. This is New York City now. The Tower card. Twin Towers. And this is like the way the people are burned, basically. And we have Justice being reversed. Something's going on here. We have the Trump card reverse. I had to do something with Trump. It's the Knight of Wands here. Trump. Religion. Trumpism might become the new religion. Why is it coming up? It makes no sense. Like, why is he coming up in this reading? It's just supposed to be about a lightning rod striking New York City, but somehow all this crap is coming out. And I feel like New York City is more important than what was taking place with the lightning striking the Capitol and the Washington Monument. We have fire. Why? Why, Spirit? Why is this so significant? Why is this so important that this was more something that we needed to focus on to just say the Capitol being struck or even the Washington Monument being struck by lightning rods? Why is this more significant? Okay, they're telling us that they have distracted us to look in a direction in which we should not. They're telling me that Washington, D.C. is a distraction about what is really going on in the story. It's a distraction. Because they're telling me here that the people in high positions of power are not supposed to know about what's about to unfold. Because Harris and Biden know. They're telling me that Biden and Harris are not aware of this. What is this? They're telling me I'm not allowed to tell you guys what it is, and they're not allowed to tell me because I could risk being banned. Then what is this? Like, why is this so significant? The fact that it could risk everything. They're telling me we just have to wait and see to find out. But why did the energy shift in the past 24 hours? What changed from now until then that shifted the entire reading? We originally read and there was nothing going on January 6th. They're telling me here that the energy, then when Donald Trump announced that he was going to do a rally on January 19th, 2025, they're telling me the energy shifted to the point where things are about to happen. And that it was by no coincidence that Trump saying that he's going to do a rally on January 19th, 2025 is not insignificant, but it is the most significant. So they're telling me here that that announcement alone, changed the timeline. It shifted everything. And that's why I said earlier in the video that I'm going to have to read on January 19th because I had a feeling that something was important that day. And the guys are telling me, yeah, they are. Something's happening on January 19th. So we're going to have to see. But with the last card, we have Cancer. Number 9 again. 3 plus 6 is 9. Cancer card is the United States card. It's the United States card. It has to do with the United States and has to do with the very foundations of the United States. And it's telling me Biden and Harris don't know about whatever this is. They don't even know anything. Because they're a part of it. Not a part of it, but like, it's like they're part of the system and it's the risk to let them know what is going on because they themselves could suffer if they are aware. So this looks like it hurts everybody in Washington. Anybody who's a politician, it feels like it's going to hit them hard. Whatever this is going to hit many politicians hard. Doesn't matter who you are or what you are. We will find out what that is. Okay, that's all I got to say. Alright, so the next part of this video, we are going to now talk about what is going on in Louisiana. What does that mean for the future of the theme of 2025? Because it's pretty strange if you ask me that all of a sudden on New Year's Eve, people just suddenly decide to do this. on New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Why? Just why do I have to ask? But into the new year, right? Less than not even 24 hours in, and we already had a couple of attacks on the U.S. Makes no sense to me, but we're gonna read on that, right? Okay, so you guys let me know what you guys think so far up to today's reading, what information you've been getting, whether you agree or disagree, whatever it is. I want to know what you guys think, and what your pendulum is saying, what your tarot card is saying. I want to see if there's an energetic shift or energetic agreement or disagreement. I'm always open. Like I said, I don't do predictions on the channel. Sometimes the things I say do come true. But it's rather as me telling you what I see in the energies, and energies shift pretty frequently. But when things are very certain and very consistent, they rarely shift. But yeah. Okay, so let's go and take a look and see what the hell is going on in Louisiana and why is it happening. So what tarot card? Okay, they're telling me to use the Messenger Tarot deck. So we're going to use that, the Messenger Oracle. I really thought I can do 4 videos today. I have a feeling I don't have the energy for it, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see what happens. Okay, so let's see. Spirits and angels, tell me what is going on in Louisiana and New Orleans on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. What the hell happened? Ooh. Okay, so remember I always say in my journaling, and I always get the message, heed the warning, or heed the message. It says heed the messenger, 2016. But also, meet the Steven. Not to mention, it's being challenged by this card, which is number 19. Right, number 19. Know that you belong. It's a challenge. It's the same color card, same color, same blue, light blue, right? Know you belong. It's a challenge to this. There's a feeling of loss. Feeling that you don't belong where you are. If you know what I mean. Go and take a look. That is the challenge here. Right? We have 7 challenging 10, which is 1. 7 challenging 1. Okay, let me see. Okay. 7 challenges 1. Okay. Okay, oh, actually, I didn't know this was actually a thing. So apparently, 7 challenges 1, and apparently it's a thing. You can kind of look it up here. But it says here, the first challenge in the 7 challenges program is to be open and honest about oneself and about alcohol and other drugs. Okay. So 7 Challenges is a program that aims to help people improve their mental health and relationship and self-awareness and decrease substance use. The program framework for holistic life counseling includes the 7 main content areas: communicating honestly, understanding why participants use alcohol and other drugs, assessing how alcohol and drug use could be harming themselves and others, assessing responsibility for problems, developing goals and plans, making thoughtful life decisions, following through life decisions. It feels like this is just a classic case of let's run people over because we are drunk and on drugs. I wonder if they're going to find out that this was actually not what they thought it was. Like, if you have here, do not fear the unknown. Number 2, do not fear the unknown. Because the media is saying, oh, it is. What happened, it's the mess, it's boring, blah, blah, blah. Not really. It's saying that, people were intoxicated and there was a little bit of drug use, if you know what I mean. And we have here, know your fears. Know your fears. And that is 20. And 7, again, another 7 card. Right, number 7, heed the messages, and the messages do not fear the unknown. And then 20, which is double 10, which is all about, what do you call it? Know you belong. And it's saying you know your fear 2 times more than that. Know that you belong, but know your fear. Know your fear so you can be powerful. And when you do that, you're able to observe in silence. Observe in silence. I think these are beautiful cards for the messages for the Pacific reading in terms of Louisiana. But it's saying here you just need to learn to respect your boundaries. Number 3, master number. Number 3, master number. I honestly just think that, it wasn't what they thought it was. And it looked to me, straight up, it looked like it was just the classic case of alcohol and drugs mixed together with a slight combination. Now, you're probably going to be asking, like, what are those things? There's been, the flags and all those things. They need to spin a narrative, right? Like I said. And what did I say earlier about, trusting legacy media? Not exactly who you want to trust anymore right now, right? Look at MSNBC, look at CNN, look at all of them. They're not telling the truth, right? They're not being honest with the American people. Why would you expect them to be honest about this, right? There's an agenda they need to push. And why would this be any different? That's all I got to say. Not going to say anything else regarding that. Let's go and take a look at the thing happening in Nevada and the Trump Tower and the Tesla car. We talked about this many times on this YouTube channel, that I kept seeing something with a car, an explosion revolving possibly around Trump. Didn't know it was going to be in front of Trump Tower. But I'm going to let you make that determination. But for those of you guys have been with me for a while, I kept talking about a car, explosion, faulty wiring. I kept talking about all that. I'm going to let you make that decision. It was not a red card. But in the tower card deck, it kept coming up as a red card because that represents Tesla. But I'll let you make that decision yourself. You let me know what you think. So Spirit Angels, tell me what went on in Nevada with the the explosion in Nevada in front of Trump Hotel. No. What's going on in Nevada? What happened with Nevada, Spirit? Okay, let me just move this. Good. All the cards are getting messed up now because of the wire. Everything getting stuck. Okay. I'm gonna have to move this down more so you can see it. What is going on in Nevada? What is going on in Nevada with everything with revolving around the Tesla car explosion in front of Trump Tower? It's interesting because I said faulty wiring, but faulty wiring could also be a bomb. Oh, why did I say that word? I'm not gonna repeat that again. We have here prudent, which is national security breach, and we have the 6 of coins. Okay, remember earlier in the video, we talked about this card before, how this woman dropped money into this person, and look at the military man in the background, and this poor guy, this poor guy here gives the money to the person in the background. It's reversed, which tells me in some capacity it's a linked and not linked. Like there's an indirect link here to wherever that card came up. I don't remember because there's just too many parts to this video. But there's a link here with that other question I asked earlier in this video. There's a link, but it's an indirect link. That's the thing, it's indirect. It's not 100% direct. And it's followed by the prudent card. It's followed by prudent, which is reversed. That is national security. Right? National security. It's reversed. Which means it has to do with something foreign. Which is true because, in a way, Elon Musk is foreign. Because here we have the King of Swords. This is the incumbency, right? In power and control. We have here it's out of control, right? In control, out of control. The justice card reversed, which means the Republican Party. It's reversed justice, and the scale is higher than the sword. which means the mental is down, but the justice is upright. Followed by the upright of Ace of Swords, because the king is here on the left side. He had the crown. He had the crown, but the crown is reversed. The crown is instead on the Ace of Swords. Right? This means the defeat of the incumbent. Defeating the incumbent, removing them from power. Defeat. There's a defeat going on here. In the future card here, we have the Five of Swords. Really, the Five of Swords, excuse me. The Five of Pentacles. Walking away. Just leaving everything behind. They're telling me I had to do something with money laundering. They're telling me that the explosion was a way to get rid of the evidence. And we have here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is holding off the money, but the money in which we're trying to get. Almost like it feels like I'm seeing the CIA and the FBI raiding to try to get the information, but the information is just gone. They go in and they're like, what the hell? Like, it's missing. But it almost feels like, in a way, like they open up that car, that vehicle, and they see the papers there, but it's too burnt to be fully recognizable or even be used or submitted as evidence. Like something's burned. They know what it is, they know what the paper is, but they just can't submit the information because there's not enough evidence. It's been burned. Here we have the Ten of Wands here. You know, I wonder if this had to do with clearing documents, right? Clearing. And then it's followed by the Ten of Wands here, which is all about like struggle. There's a struggle here. So it's telling me here that there's a pushback. There was some sort of resistance to doing this. But in the end, there was a cost. If they didn't struggle, or they're going to struggle, it's going to cost them to leave. This is the Eight of Cups. This has been my card that comes up for Trump in 2020, that he was leaving the presidency and that he was going to be removed. But this is, in this aspect, it's telling me something regarding Elon Musk. This is Elon Musk reading right here. That this has to do with Elon Musk. And it has to do with money. And him leaving the presidency. And then something gets transferred. Something with regarding the presidency gets transferred over. And who does it get transferred over to? Because we have a betrayal card on the bottom here. So it's no longer betrayal, even though it's been betrayed 3 times. Oh, look at the bottom of the deck here. We have the King of Wands here. This is a young male here, curly hair. I think he's going to try to take the presidency. He's going to try and take it from Trump. He's going to try to become president. We have darkness, the Emperor. I mean, excuse me, not the Emperor. Oh my God, the Hermit card reverse. And we have here Knight of Swords. Someone coming in to save the day. And who exactly is that? We have the Knight. It's the end of something. Something's about the end. It's the Magician. I'm hearing David, like David Duke or something. I don't know what David Duke is. I don't even know who that is. But I'm hearing something like that. And we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got a cop achievement. Again, this woman. Remember this woman? The card keeps showing up again. There's achievements here. It has to do with women too. Women and achievements. And we have 7 of Cups reverse. No choice. Something is leaving us to no choice. And there's a Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is someone going to go up against somebody else and it's going to try and take each other out. So I guess I feel like, in a way, when it comes to talking about like what we're going to be expecting regarding from the Nevada and Trump Towers, that Elon Musk is going to try and take power from Trump. At least he's going to try and seize it, and there's going to be a power fight between the two. Like they're going to fight over it. Which, I mean, it seems pretty much where we're headed right now anyway. So it doesn't take a rocket science to figure that one out. But, you know, like I said, that's just kind of seeing what we're getting, you know. So you let me know what you think about that. I'm going to end this specific video. I'm going to see if I have the energy to do another one. If not, I might just have to do it tomorrow morning. Alright, guys. I'm going to end it. It's like an hour long. My God. Alright, you guys have a good night. I love you. Thank you, seriously. And I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until next time, Happy New Year.